Are you struggling in your relationships? Are you struggling to attract the right woman? Are you mystified by this whole dating thing? This whole fucking dating scene? I'm Joseph, I'm the Wing Bro. This is Belgrade. And in this video, I'm gonna just explore something actually that's not so positive. Something that is not so positive. It is the dark, seedy, kind of screwed up underbelly. That is, it is fucking men and women. Sorry to swear in front of the cathedral here, but it is doing a number on men and women in the Western world at the moment. So it is the whole thing is so messed up, right? The whole thing is so messed up. So we're in this situation now in the West where the best way to actually get a girlfriend, if you want one, is to act like a complete player, or to move quite in that direction. Maybe not a complete player, but something of a player. And then they get all excited and they think they've won you and compete for you and stuff like that. Or at least it was like this for many years, right? So I'll just briefly tell you my story of how I did eventually scale from 1 to like 10 girls, right? I scaled my harem to 10 women. It's ridiculous when I think about it. But basically, when I was 25, I would have happily got married and had a girlfriend. Like got like a 20-year-old wife. That was my goal at like 25. I just wanted to have a nice fit wife, basically. My fantasy was like a Spanish or Mexican wife. And for one reason or another, I actually had some health problems for a couple of years, and so that put pay to that. But when I came back onto the scene at 27, I noticed that it was just so difficult to actually get someone. I would do the right things. I'd very sociable, out and about, creating a really good social life, but it was just so difficult. You know, like the girls were just so non-responsive. You know, European girls, including Spanish girls, right? And I was like, man, what's wrong with me? You know, what am I doing wrong here? You know, I look decent, I'm intelligent, I've got things going on. Surely I'm worthy of a reasonable girlfriend. I wasn't even going for like the 10s. I was just going for quite attractive women, you know. Fair enough, they can be selective, but it felt like I was just hitting a wall on a constant basis. I started to look around me and I noticed guys who were almost mistreating women were doing really well, right? You know, pulling multiple girls in front of each other and stuff like that. Like the guy's on a date and then he goes and pulls another girl, and then both the girls have a fight over it, like things like that. But I noticed these guys always had women and I didn't. And I'm thinking, well, there is a reality clash here, okay? I'm living in some kind of reality where good behavior is rewarded, and it's just not. I can see that every time I go out, all the time. And so I started to go down I started to essentially adopt some of those behaviors. And then you get to a point where that starts to become a bit rewarded. I actually got to a point where I was like, okay, you want to see evil? I'll show you evil. Yeah. And I just went so far into the dark side because that was what was getting rewarded. And it did get rewarded, and it worked. So that's the scene. That's the screwed up scene. I don't know if women's brains have had a number done on them. I don't know. Maybe their lives are so easy, I don't know, and they need a challenge, you know, from a guy. I don't fucking know. But then I go fast forward over the years, and I go to a place in Latin America where really this shit it's a very different place. Like, in the sense that a lot of the girls are genuinely innocent, and they're genuinely looking for an attractive, like, stable guy. That's genuinely what they're looking. The kind of guy I was at 25, right? And I came into that country so covered in the filth of Europe, so absolutely just with filth seeping out of my every pore, just corruption and degeneracy, and like my mindset towards the girls. But that was because I had to do that to adapt. It's like, adapt or die, you know? You need to be a wolf, and you better learn how to be a wolf. And then I came into this new country, and it was just completely unnecessary, right? And I caused really bad fucking mayhem, but not in a way that was good. Like, the girls didn't deserve it at all. The girls didn't deserve it. And then I hurt people that I hurt the best women that I'd ever met, basically, because I was so covered in filth, and I thought this was how to behave and this is how to operate. And actually, you're just hurting someone who's decent, you know. A lot of these girls have never had boyfriends before. They're like 23, 24. And they never had a boyfriend before. They're like waiting, you know. So yeah, this not the ideal video, actually, to be honest with you. So adapting to the territory you're in, you have to do some adaptation to the territory you're in. Yeah, it's worth picking your shots, actually, when you go to a new country. Give it a couple of weeks, you know, see what the scene is like. I personally think, like, if you're in a country where it's not very promiscuous and stuff like that, I personally would just leave it, you know. That's me now. It's just like, I'm not gonna corrupt these people, you know. Yeah. And then this idea of the ethical player. I'll just finally finish on this. There is really no such thing as an ethical player. It's a contradiction in terms. Essentially, here's how to do this. If you're gonna run the numbers, don't get with a girl more than 3 times, because there's a chance one of you is going to catch feelings, and you're just causing problems then. Even that depends. Even in some places, that's going to be more than enough. I know they like the twisted drama and all that type of thing sometimes, but you know, the true players, they're mostly sociopaths, to be honest. But I'm actually not a sociopath, but I adopted the traits of one. Yeah, sadly it worked. That's why I'm so grateful for daytime cold approach, because it's finally matured me to the point of, okay, I know I can get it now. I know I can get it. I know I can go into the street and get it. Even conservative place like this, Belgrade, I know I can get it, like, at some point anyway. So I'm more chill. I don't need to constantly go chasing and proving myself. So yeah, this was just a little ramble. Be off to Barca in a few days. So that'll be nice. I think I'm kind of done with Slavic land for a few months at the moment. It's been good, but it gets a bit draining, you know. It's like, I can't explain it, but you don't see smiling faces too much. Yeah, it can kind of take a bit of a toll, actually. So I'm looking forward to getting back over to the west, and yeah, we'll leave things there. Hopefully that's not too depressing. I don't know if it is depressing or not. It's maybe a bit of a warning, you know, from a 39-year-old man. Yeah. The last thing I'll say is there's a geographical solution to all of these issues. Like, get some level of approach skills and stuff, but the geography is the biggest solution. Geography and culture are the biggest solution. Okay, that's just a fact. Okay, so yeah, go where the going is good. Go where you're treated best. Go where the girls like you and you like them. You know, it's pretty fucking simple. Peace, love, Josefsky.